Hi, good morning everybody. Let's do practice paper 2 answers for question 1. Okay, the value of the digit 3 in 23,592 is, okay, this is what I did. Okay, I highlighted the digit 3 and I highlighted the 3 there. So you put a 0 on top of the rest. So the answer is number 3, that's 3,000. Okay, alright, moving on to question 2. Round 78,954 to the nearest hundred. So nearest hundred, hundreds place is your 9. Okay, and then you check out the number beside the 9, that's a 5. So you have to add 100 to the 9. Okay, so here will be 0, 0. 1 plus 9 will be a 10 there. So your answer is 79,000. That's number 3. Okay, question 3. Study the diagram below. What fraction below represents the shaded part? Okay, that's the colored part. So in this case, what I do is I count the total of the fraction. So that's 8 parts. So denominator 8, shaded is 6 parts. 6 out of 8, you got to simplify your answer. So your answer is 3/4, number 4. Okay, right. Number 4 is 49 minus 1/3. Now, they are unlike fraction, meaning the denominator are not the same. So I got to change that 1/3 to a 9th. So times 3 times 3. So it gives me 1 out of 9. Answer is number 1. Okay, next. How many minutes are there in 2 hours, 5 minutes? So 1 hour is 60 minutes. 2 hours will give you 120 minutes plus the 5 minutes here. So it's 125 minutes. The answer is number 3. So far, so good. Okay, question 6. $50 minus $2.70. So 50. Now make sure that your decimal point is in a row. Okay, 270. So do your normal subtraction. Your answer will be $47.30. That's number 3. Okay, question 7. All right, question 7. Now the answer is very close though. What you can do is you can either use a set square to do this. I will just use my ruler. Okay, because the corner here forms a 90 degrees. So what I do is I just put this at the corner and it meets nicely. This line, the horizontal and the vertical line, meets nicely with the ruler. Okay, so that's a D. Okay, let's check C because it's very close. Okay, now for line C, the vertical line is fine, but the horizontal line here, as you can see, is going down. Okay, so C is definitely not a right angle. Okay, as you can see, B is also not a right angle. A is not a right angle. Obtuse angle, acute angle. So your answer is number 4, and that's angle D. Okay. Next, which of the following is a factor of 32 and also a multiple of 8? So finding factors will be like that. Okay, so factor of 32, 1 times 32, 2 times 16, 4 times 8. And I put it in, I arranged them nicely in the, ascending order. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. Multiple of 8 will be 8, 16, 24, 32. So I would find the common of the factors and multiple, and that's 16. Okay, or 8 as well. In this case, there's also 8 and there's 32. But the answer option here provides you with only 16. So your answer is number 1. Okay? Alright. Next. Question 9. There are 4,305 adults at a stadium. There are 305 more men than women. Okay, so what I do is I'll draw in. Now, there are 305 more men. So men is a plus, women is a minus. So I'll draw them to be the same first. So I have here men and women. Men, women, and 305 4305 more men than women, and the total adult is 4305. Okay, now this model, it's good to always draw a model so that you can see clearly what's going on. Okay, so that then you will know what's your next step. So in order to get rid of this part here, what I do is I take the total, take away 305, so I get 4,000. So this 4,000 represent these two, so what I do is 4,000 divided by 2. So my answer will be number 1. Oh, sorry. This is 2,000. They want men, so I can't. Yeah, so it's not number 1. Now 2,000 is women. So what I do is I have to add 2,000 plus 305. So my answer is 2,305, and that's number 2. Okay. Alright, is everybody okay? Alright, so first step is, this is step number 1. Take away the 305, you get 4,000. 4,000 is to split between these two, so divide by 2, that's 2,000 each. And they want men, so 2,000 plus 305, that's your answer. Okay, right, next. Number 10. Okay, number 10. Now, when you have an equal sign in the middle, this equation and this equation must give you the same answer. Okay, so in this case, I know this equation, so I'll do this equation first. So this answer is 1920. Here, your answer must also be 1920. Now, so what they're trying to tell you is, what is this number multiplied by 8 will give you this answer. Okay? So you have to work backwards. Instead of multiplying, you have to, divide it by 8. So you take 1920 divided by 8. Closest for this will be 16. That's 32. It's 4. And your 0. So your answer for number 10 is 1. You can even check when you take 240, multiply it by, so you put in this number, right, times 8, and your answer is yes. Okay, always remember, when you have an equal sign here in between two equations, find the equation that is complete first. In this case, this is complete equation. Okay, and remember, this answer and this answer will be the same. That's why they put an equal sign. Okay, right, let's go on to question 11. The graph below shows the number of cakes sold from Monday to Friday. So as you can see, it's Monday to Friday. Now let's check the index at the units at the sides. Okay, so here is 0 to what, and here is a 50. So in this case, you count the space, that's 1, 2 spaces. 50 divided by 2 spaces is 25. So each line is 25. Okay, so in this case, 150 plus 25 will give you 175. Here, 100 plus in between a 25, so it's 125. Here is 200 plus 25, 225. Here will be 150, and here is 50. So what they want you to find is total number of cakes sold. Alright, so that's, you have to find the total. 175 plus 125 plus 225 plus 150 plus 50. Okay, so you have to add all up, okay, and your answer will be number 4. Okay. Question 12. Lynn went to watch a movie. The duration of the movie was 1 hour 55 minutes. Okay. If the movie ended at 5:05 p.m., at what time did the show start? So in this case, what is given to you is the end time, okay, and not the start time. So this is the end time, this is the start time. So it's 5:05. Okay, the duration, the time taken for the movie is 1 hour 55 minutes. So what I do is I count backwards. Okay, so 1 hour before 5:05 will be 4:05. Agree? Alright, so now let's take away the 5 first. So now you have your 55 minutes, right? So take away the 5 minutes. So that will give me exactly 4 o'clock. Okay? And then work with your 50 minutes, because 50 plus 5 will give you 55. So 1 hour is done, 50 and 55 is also done, so it's 55. So now what is 4 o'clock before 50 minutes before 4 o'clock will be 3:10. Okay, so your answer is, the start time is 3:10 p.m. Your answer is number 2. Alright, let's do the next question. Question 13. The breadth of a rectangle below is 4 cm shorter than the length. This is a very important key point. Okay, so as you can see, the length given here is 16. Now the breadth is 4 cm shorter than the length. So if the length is 16, the breadth will be 4 cm shorter, and that's a 12. So I know the breadth is a 12. Now they want you to find perimeter of the rectangle. So perimeter. So if that's a 12, here will also be a 12, here will be a 16. Okay, so perimeter will be 16 plus 16 plus 12 plus 12. Your final answer is number is 56, so that's number 3. Okay, question 14. The figure below consists of square A, B, E, F. Okay, this is the square A, B, E, F. So this is the square. And the rectangle is B, C, D, and E. Alright? The length of the rectangle is twice the length of the square. So the rectangle is 12. So the square will be, so length for square is actually 12 divided by 2. And that's a 6. So I know that all this length here is 6 because it's a square. What is the area of the figure? So we can find the area of square first. Alright, so area of square is length times breadth, which is 6 times 6, and that's 36. Okay, area of rectangle, length times breadth, which is 12 times, now this part is also a 6 because this is a 6. Okay, so that will be 72. So total area 72 plus 36, your answer is 108 centimeter square. Your answer for number 14 is number 3. Okay, right, question 15. ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle. Now, this is very important. Angle D and E, this angle, is equal, they are the same, okay, with angle F, D, C, this angle. This angle and this angle are equal, they are the same, okay? So they ask you to find angle F, D, C, this angle, okay? What is given is 90, and we know that the whole angle is 90 degrees. So what you do is you take your 90, take away 20, will give you a 70. Now because this angle and this angle are equal, so 70 divided by 2, and that gives you a 35. So each of this angle is 35. So your answer for number 15 is 2. Is everybody okay? Alright, because they are equal, they are the same, so it's, you have to divide the answer by 2. Okay? Right, question 16. A number is 3 times of another number. So you don't know this number, but we know that it's 3 times the other number. So what we do is normally we just draw in the 3 times. So one number is 3 times than the other. So draw your 3 times. My advice will be to always draw your model so that you can see better. Okay? Right, so here one number is 3 times the other number, like that. Okay, the difference between the two numbers is 412. All right, difference between means when you minus this, when you minus the bigger number and the small number, all right, you get that extra 412. Okay, so which means the extra is this, because when you minus the big to the small, that will give you this answer. Got it, everyone? Okay, so what I do is, can I find for 1 unit? Because I know there's 2 units that represent the extra, right? Like that. These 2 are the extra. So 2 units, 412. 1 unit is 412 divided by 2. Alright, that will give you 206. So I know that each one here is 206. And this one also, right? They're the same. Now find the bigger number. So this is the number that we're looking for. So we take 1, 2, 3. 3 unit is 206 times 3. So the answer for number 16 is number 2, 680. Okay, right, let's move on to question 17. Okay. Haris is facing the science lab, as you can see. All right, he's looking at this part here, right? Science lab. He makes a 1/4 turn to his right. Okay, so in this case, he make a 1/4 turn. That means it's here to his right, Okay, so now he's facing outer lab. And a 225-degree anti-clockwise turn. So anti-clockwise means this way, right? Anti-clockwise, so that's 90, another 90, so that's 180, and 180 plus your 45 will give you 225. So this is 225 turn. So your answer is winter lap. He will be facing the winter lap now. So your answer is number 2. Okay, question 18. Madam Fatima and her 2 daughters spent this much. So you have, okay, on a holiday trip. They spent 1,114 on food. So here, The rest was spent on air tickets. The cost of each ticket was the same. What is the cost of each air ticket? So one air ticket. Okay, so what you do is you have the total expenditure. Okay, so I know it's something like that. Okay, I will draw. So that's my total. So that's my 4,912. Out of this, we know that this part here is spent on food. Okay, and the rest on air tickets. The rest means this part here. Okay, so when you draw, it gives you a better picture, right? So now, Madam Fatima and her two daughters. So you must know that the total number of tickets will be 1 for Madam Fatima, N means plus, 2 daughters, so that means there's 3 of them. And is air tickets means they are the same, equal, okay, equal number. So try to cut it up into 3 parts. Air tickets, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my first step will be 4,912. Take away the food expenditure on food. Okay, so that's all right. So this is the balance for this. Then what you do is you take this and you divide it by 3 people. Okay, so the answer is number 1. Alright, is everybody okay? Right, what you can do is, as we go along just now, right, you check your answer and then you can straight away do your correction once you get it wrong, okay? But I want you to learn from the mistake that you make, okay? Alright then, I see you for paper for booklet B. Alright, okay, bye.